everybody, Payments Professor here talking about cameras that I use for going online and beyond the bow tie. Actually, I need to hit another record, and let me hit another record. Wow, I got a lot of recordings going on right now. I got this camera recording, I got the computer recording, and I got my ATEM recording too. Why all the recordings? Why all the cameras? Find out soon. All right, so I went over last episode some of the cameras I use as far as my webcams, and here's my handy little webcams. My Brio, the one I recommend and use the most, and my C920, the one to definitely get on a budget under 100 bucks. Great camera, okay? Don't get me wrong, they're both really good cameras. Well, I also have the higher end. Now, what do I mean by higher end? Well, as you saw, did any of you see losses at light speed and how I did all those things where I had like picture in picture, and I showed you how I used the ATEM to be able to set it up? Well, for that one, I use different cameras, and the cameras I use are gonna be right here. We're gonna see that camera right there. You see that? You see that? You see that? I'm pointing to it. Do you see it? Okay. That is a Canon M50. Now, I have another Canon M50 right here too. We can switch over to, here we go. There we go. There's the Canon M50. Now it's recording too, and you see it's recording in all kinds of places. This is gonna be fun editing. You're gonna have views from all over the place. I'm gonna have to show where's that view coming from. This is also a Canon M50. One's white, one's black. It's just so I can tell the difference of them. But what is really different about them is going to be the lenses on them. See, this one's got a tiny little lens. Let's go ahead and get it over there. And if we come and we look at my other one, it's got a lot bigger lens. Now, what's really interesting, did we get that lens in there? We got that lens in there. What's interesting though about these lenses is they're both what we call prime lenses. This is a 22 millimeter. It's actually a Canon lens. And this one over here, well, this is a Sigma 16 millimeter. As you can tell, and I'll be able to put it in the video, I'll go ahead and switch to make sure that we get a lot of video. Here we are at the 22, and let's switch over, and here's the 16. You can see that there's a big difference in how they appear. And well, that's on purpose because I want to be able to give different views, and that's where I can do the picture in picture too. See how that picture in picture showed up? And oops, let me go ahead and get it switched over. So now, boom, here's picture in picture. So where we got it talking to one camera, and I'm being filmed on 3 different ones. And then you can see a different view on another camera. Pretty cool, right? Now you're probably wondering, well, what's that got to do with webcam? Well, if you look over here, that's going to be over there. This is the view for what's being recorded, but this is the view for what's actually being fed through the webcam. So all of this that I'm showing you can be on the webcam. Now this is much higher end cameras. The C920, the Brio, Logitech, they do a lot of this stuff too. But I've taken it, like I said, to another level so I can do different camera angles, different camera views, but those are higher end cameras. The M50, they just came out with an M52 this year too. The M50 is gonna run you about $500–600, and that's just for the camera body. You then look at the lenses, the 22 millimeter, which gives you more of a look like this, that one's gonna run you about $200. And then the 16, it's a $400 lens, but it's a beautiful view. Again, let's go back to that view. This is what the 22, this is what the 16 looks like. There, let me get it right. So the 16, look at that. That's a great picture. Whoa, it blurs out the back. Now that's $400 for that lens. Back to the 22. This is what the 22 looks like. You can see it lets you fill up more of the frame of what you're seeing in there. Probably a lot more than what you wanted to know on the lenses. And if you're looking for improving your setup, improving your appearance online with like some tips, some tricks, some hints, well, you can check out the YouTube videos on our Payments Professor YouTube channel, or you can email me, kevin@paymentsprofessor.com. Always here to help, always here to serve. Look forward to seeing you in a future video.